Harbaugh now heads to the Los Angeles Chargers.
He wins everywhere. He wins, period.
Justin Herbert, he's a crown jewel.
Well, you guys better enjoy this.
Quick snap, Herbert to throw. Has a man, touchdown!
The fans loved it.
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin.
Herbert on the move and throws and touchdown.
I was just trying to show off.
We're going to be known as world champions. And we're going to do it or die trying. Don't let the powder blues fool you.
Who's got it better than that?
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Charger Chat. I'm your co-host, Wolldog, sitting with my buddy, Kev Huggin Duggin.
Hello, everyone.
And let's not forget Kyle, the coach, Duggin.
Kevin, I can see your chin. What's going on, dude?
See my pay? You see my pay?
What happened?
What happened?
What happened, though?
So yesterday morning, I was, trimming up the old beard Aruski.
Yeah,
and
as one does.
I was done. I stepped away from the bathroom for a second, came back in, and I was like, ooh, that mustache part right there. Let me just get that little. So apparently one of my kids went in there and took it from 9 to 1.5. And, this is a fun knob. So now this is the new me.
More things for me to touch.
Yeah.
Daddy's
so this is what
razor.
my face looks like. Most people on Charter Chat have never seen my face because I've had a beard since we started this thing. And it's not really there anymore. So look at me.
Wow.
Well, as long as my cats don't learn how to turn knobs, I think the world will never see my face.
You're safe. You're safe. You're way safe.
Unless Kevin goes over there.
Yeah, don't take a nap around my kids. They'll come at you.
All right, folks. Well, it is the bye week right now, and we are recording this episode a little bit early, a little earlier than we typically do.
So we know that news is going to drop tomorrow when we
100%. Yes, we're recording this Sunday
Something big's about
evening. Mainly because one of us is about to start working on a movie.
It's not me.
And it's not
I thought it was you. Yeah, I start shooting a feature Monday night.
That's awesome.
So I'm going to be on nights 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. for the entire month of October, shooting a horror movie, and it's going to be fun.
I'm so excited to see what Kevin ends up shooting, and so should you. We'll definitely talk all about it once it's out and amongst the crowds and everything. And
I need some Charter Chat viewers. You got to go get it and buy it and make me look good.
Yes. So our recording schedule might falter here and there. We're going to try to accommodate accordingly, but
we'll be here.
This is the first one where we're like, we got to record this early because Kevin's going to be working the time we normally do this.
I'm sure there's going to be I'll drop in with some videos of me on set with.
There you go.
On a horror set. I'll give you a little insight with my Charger thoughts with some creepy shit going on behind me.
I love it. All right. Well, like I said, it's bye week, so there's not a ton to talk about. I mean, over the weekend, we haven't really heard too much news. I'm sure once we have our Friday episode, we'll have a better idea of everybody's injury status and how things are looking. But the
Raiders look bad, so that's good.
Yeah.
The Broncos don't look that good either. And the 49ers with Brandon Staley just lost to the Cardinals.
That's wild. After a defensive touchdown, Nick Bosa interception, somehow the Cardinals found a way to come back.
Something happened. I don't know what, but something happened to the 49ers. And wait, I think I might know. Assistant head coach / defensive minded guy, maybe, possibly.
We'll see. But
are you saying that Brandon Staley's cursed?
Maybe. I'm in a spooky mood, dude. I've been prepping this movie for 2 weeks. There's curses everywhere. There's scary things all over the place.
Spooky season.
Well, so there's not a ton to talk about, but we will talk about the little things that have popped up here this last week. One of those things, we all know the Padres, they're in the playoffs right now. They're 0-1. Sadly, in the playoffs, but hey, they got a chance to bring it back here. We're going to find out if that happens tonight. But earlier on, when the Padres were playing the Braves, our sweet Lord and Savior Jim Harbaugh was in attendance at Petco Park.
Dude, full jersey.
Yeah.
He was wearing everything. Hat, jersey, like he was ready. Probably had his glove ready in case there was like a, home run or a foul ball.
He had a glove.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he
could be behind the net. He's got a glove.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I know. I went to the game 2 weeks ago and I was talking to my wife. I was like, babe, I didn't bring my glove. She's like, you never bring your glove. I was like, yeah, but Jim Harbaugh I just found out that he brings his glove, so I have to start bringing my glove.
But yeah. We got to turn around. We got to go back.
Hey, I got to fix it. Yeah. We're gonna be late. Sorry, baby.
Sorry, hon. We'll get there by the second inning.
You're at the front.
We'll get there when we get there. All right.
Yeah.
One of the bits of news that has come out for the Chargers is somewhat surprisingly, Chargers have been issued not one, but 2 more fines to their players for the game that was played against Kansas City. The first of which was Khalil Mack getting a $22,000 fine for his pass rush against Creed Humphrey.
Are we playing football anymore? Like, what is this sport becoming, dude? Like, what is this sport
He's
becoming?
getting a fine for the way he hit a guard?
Center.
He got fined for the way he hit a center.
Yes.
That's
His
insane.
pass rush.
Wait, and who comes up with these amounts? $22,511. What are they just?
I feel like
They just throw
Yahtzee.
Yeah, they just roll dice.
They got 5 dice in there. And they roll it, and whatever it lands on, that's what they. Because it's the most random thing. And we'll get to another one that came up, another fine, which has an even scarier number.
Yeah, but the Chiefs they must go back. The NFL must go back and watch every single play that the Chiefs play, and like look for little ways to penalize the other team. That's what this feels like. Like, what? There was no penalty on this play, was there?
No.
So how would they have just randomly thought, yeah, let's go back and check out 3rd and 2nd and 20 at the 30-second mark of the second quarter? It's like, it's ridiculous.
I don't know.
Doesn't make
I'm
any
watching
sense.
the play right now. I'm trying to see like what, because it doesn't say like what the problem was. Like, didn't jab him in the
for
eye.
use of his helmet. He like hit him with his helmet, I guess.
Barely. God almighty.
Yeah,
He got fined a car.
$22,000. Yeah, got fined a car.
Well, this guy got fined a small house. Denzel Perryman also received a fine for $66,666.
That's kind of spooky. I don't know.
$66,666. That's a lot of sixes.
Run with the devil.
Again, where does the number come from?
I have a feeling it has to be either like the severity of whatever it was, or like a portion of their paycheck or something.
Just
like
tell
that.
me if you're coming up with numbers for fines, you're picking 66,666 and 22,511. That's ridiculous.
It's so stupid. Why can't it just be 66,000 even or 22,000
Or 60,000 and 20,000. Like, what are we doing here?
To be fair, Perriman hit the shit out.
But that's what he's supposed to do. He's not getting fines for that 5 years ago.
I know.
This is getting soft, dude.
Yeah.
Like when I saw that our secondary and our defensive, like our linebackers and stuff, lighting people up, that's the Seau football. That's the Charger football I love watching on defense. Right. And that's why our defense is playing so well right now, because people are slightly gun shy. Yeah. You know what I mean? They're going to get lit up. Yeah. So I'm hopefully the Chargers are helping them pay for this. I don't want them to change their mindset, because I have more of these hits, please.
Yeah. I mean, I get the idea for all aspects. It's like you're trying to reduce injuries. You're trying to reduce, future head trauma, future head injuries. But it's like at the same time, like you're scrutinizing a play, but like you're not also seeing the same kind of scrutiny against like poor penalties, poor flags being thrown, or missed calls and things like that.
They should start fining referees. Do they fine referees?
If they do, they don't advertise.
They should get fined for missed calls. Yeah.
Being a shitty ref.
That's what I mean. It's like you're penalizing a player for playing hard and playing in a way that's been, for the most part, pretty well. I don't know if Perriman even got a flag. Or no, it was unnecessary roughness. So
it was a 15-yarder.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're saying it was unnecessary roughness. I don't even know if the penalty was called.
I don't think it was called.
Yeah, so it's just like, well, let's go back and review these games and find out
who gets this money. Do they just
penalties?
They just wire transfer it to Patrick Mahomes?
I don't. Yeah, right.
I just imagine, like,
dude, that's another crazy thing. Go ahead.
The guy that has his responsibility is to go back and look through and figure out which are like worthy of getting fined. I remember South Park, like the guy that like sits at a computer and is just like the creepy, awful guy that just ruins people's days. Yeah, that guy. Whoever you are, cut it out.
Does he work on commission? Does he work on commission? I wonder.
He's probably on a commission. He gets 5%. He gets 5% and 2% of all these fines.
Oh, that'd be sick. That'd be a great job. I'd do that.
I would actually do that. Yeah.
I would just fine the Raiders. Yeah.
Where do I apply?
Dude, the biasness of just finding Raiders and Chiefs players all
Patrick
the time.
Mahomes and Max Crosby every week getting fined.
I love it. I'm in.
And that was the other thing too that came out that I'm just like, dude, no way. Hang on, I
Dude,
want to find
no
it.
way.
I'm not going to find the exact tweet, but basically, they're now, NFL was talking about, like, we're going to hold off Rashee Rice's suspension until 2025, guys. Come on, let's just have a good NFL season. That's what they said. And now that Rashee Rice has been injured, they're like, well,
we're going to do it now.
And now we'll take the suspension that he can't play.
We'll suspend him while he can't play.
I find that I read that also, and I was like, there's no way you can do that. Like, it's so
that's incredible.
Gross incompetence that you would allow that to happen. You want to affect him when he can play football. Not that he's injured now. He's out for the season. It's not a punishment.
He's going to be like, I can just get away with this again. I'll just keep doing it.
Yeah. And apparently there was video of his mom stealing packages on somebody's doorstep.
Crazy.
That's kleptomaniac. Like, she didn't have any control.
Yeah.
She just did it out of impulse.
Oh, God, that looks good. Give me that. I find the whole scenario, the whole idea that they're like, okay, cool, we'll just deal with the issues now because I can be punished. It's like the kid that like doesn't have any friends.
He's been punished enough. Look at him.
Yeah, he has nothing to do this summer, so I'll take all the year, all my getting in trouble and do it all this summer because all my friends are out of town. It's like, okay, that's not good parenting, NFL.
Yeah. Duh.
Good parenting.
Yeah. Stupid.
These kids aren't going to learn nothing if you keep treating them like this. But yeah, no, it's he's
a Chief, so it makes sense.
100%.
Yeah.
It's just
if I'm a free agent, I'm signing with the Chiefs. I don't even get in trouble with the law. I do whatever I want.
And even then, you probably get off.
Yeah.
So it's just wild to see the double-edgedness of it all. But one of the other things that came out that is pretty cool to see is there was a poll taken with players, if I'm not mistaken, who will the next NFL MVP award go to? Who will win his first, actually, I should say. Who will win the first MVP award? And there's a lot of names on here, but one of those is Justin Herbert, pulling a 2.9% from some of the players that think that he will be the next one to win his first MVP award.
Josh Allen sitting at 17.6.
But everything runs through Josh Allen in Buffalo. That's no longer the offense that we have. So the most valuable player on the Chargers is the team. And that's like the whole idea of what Harbaugh tries to bring back to football. It is not about one guy. This is about a team coming together and everyone doing their job. It's hard to win MVP on a team like that.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
And Chase Daniel letting everybody know during the facility that Justin Herbert plays football, goes home, gets on Xbox, plays Xbox, goes back to football.
Yeah.
All the guy
on
does.
Xbox, baby.
Interesting to know that Justin Herbert's a gamer. I've never seen a controller.
What do you think he plays? Madden?
Yeah. 100%
NCAA?
Madden. Yeah, he's all Madden. I remember seeing a video where he jumped on somebody's live stream and was playing like Fortnite or something. Like I think or Call of Duty. It was something like that. He's definitely a gamer.
So he's a full-on gamer. He doesn't just play sports games.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, we all know what to get Justin for Christmas this year. Fortnite V-Bucks, Roblox monies.
Roblox bucks.
And then this also came out. We forgot to talk about it. Kind of big news. There hasn't been any like official it's happening yet, but the Pistons owner, Tom Gores, is set to buy stake in the Chargers. And we mentioned this probably a year or two ago at this point.
2022 is when all this was going down.
Yeah, the Spanos sister, who has some ownership of the Chargers, was taking Dean and his son, or it's his son,
his
right?
Brothers
to court regarding the Chargers and ownership and blah, blah, blah. It was getting really messy. It was getting really
basically she didn't like how it was being run apparently. And she had stake in it and she doesn't want stake in it anymore.
Right.
Yeah. She wanted to sell her portion of the team.
And everyone else on the family was like, no, we're good. We're keeping ours. Yeah. So she's the odd woman out.
Right. So Tom Gores,
she's getting like $1 billion. So she's
right.
Good.
So this is from, I think ESPN. This would be the second sports franchise Gores has ownership stake in after purchasing the Pistons in 2011, which he did along with his private equity firm Platinum Equity. The Chargers deal will be a personal investment for Gores, a source told ESPN, and not part of Platinum Equity. Gores will have no governance rights over the team as part of the deal. This is the first known agreed upon potential transaction since the league approved the use of private equity firms to purchase up to 10% of passive stakes in franchises in August. However, this is not a deal where a private equity firm is involved.
So then why does it? So okay,
it's just his money. He's just like,
this is just him. And this was probably a call from Dean going like, Tom, it's Dean. Hey, I don't know. I'm really asking for
Tommy.
favors, but could you?
My sister's being a real pain in the butt right now.
She's so annoying.
Real B to the H, you know.
I could use $1 billion.
Yeah, you got $1 billion. Not that you're using. I don't want
he does, in fact, his net worth is $9.4 billion, so he's still good.
Do you think it's $1 billion? Because if he doesn't have any stake in it, it's just passive stake. It's got to be closer to like a couple $100 million.
I think it's pretty close up there, dude.
I saw a report that it was close to $1 billion.
Yeah, because it's like 27% of the Chargers, but he's not going to have like, all right, Tom's coming in to make some changes here. It's just like he just owns it. He just gets a paycheck, probably some revenue.
Well, I mean, the NFL is only getting more and more valuable, so he's going to take his $1 billion and turn it into $2 billion.
Right. So it's just an investment for Tom to come in and and I'm trying to remember. I think the Spanos sisters, Didi Spanos, Didi and Dean.
Didi Barbera is her name now.
So the Chargers are valued at $5.1 billion, and he's buying a quarter of it. So that's over $1 billion. So
that's about $1 billion.
No, he's buying 10% of it.
27%.
I thought it was 27%.
Oh shit.
The 10% is what a private that whole quote was ridiculous.
Confusing.
They said that private equity firms can buy 10%, but this is not a private equity, even though he's part of a private equity firm, but he's doing it personally.
But he's doing it himself.
Even though it was recently approved that private equity firms can buy, that's not what's happening, but that did happen.
When the check is written, it's going to say Tom Gores at the top. It's
$1 billion.
Private
for
equity
$1 billion.
Platinum equity.
Wow.
Yeah, Dean made out well.
Yeah.
Good for you,
she
Dee.
can go right off in the
Auf
sunset
Wiedersehen.
and enjoy her
need
life, not have to worry about the Chargers anymore. So I'm sure that'll be the last we hear of any stickiness that happens. And that's the other thing too, is that it has to still be voted on by the
league has to approve it.
The league has to approve it. So I don't think it's been approved yet. I think they still have to have their quarterly meeting or whatever. But hey,
how do we feel about the owner of the worst team in NBA basketball being the owner of the Chargers?
Are they the worst? I don't know.
They're
My fingers
awful.
fall from the balls. Okay.
They are absolutely awful.
Okay.
So it's probably good he doesn't have any say in what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, I think he's a money guy, that he's making that money on the NBA, even if his team sucks, and he doesn't care if they suck.
Yeah.
So I'm
It's
glad
just
he doesn't have a
business.
say in the Chargers. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a business guy making business moves.
Got that business hair. We're looking at a picture of him right now.
That's good hair.
Good
I'm
hair.
jealous.
Business hair.
I could use some business hair.
Get my business sucks.
Well, while we're talking about business, you folks can take your business over to our sponsor this week, Underdog Fantasy. It's the greatest time of year again. Football is back, and it's here to stay till February. Over 1 million fans across 33 states got in the game last year by making picks on Underdog, where you could win up to 1,000 times your money just by choosing higher or lower on your favorite player stats like touchdowns, passing yards, and more. Now, Kyle has graciously been the one to kind of like take the
I'm in
forefront.
California, so I'm an approved state.
He's heading the
Underdog.
Charger Chat decisions. So last night there was one for the Broncos, and what was the
Idaho, Boise,
The BSU
specific.
Broncos, yes. College ball.
Yeah,
That's the thing, folks.
Yeah.
There's sports of all kind. It doesn't just have to be football. It can be college
Baseball,
football, baseball. They got
basketball.
everything on Underdog Fantasy. And I've been keeping a close eye on BSU, one, because I was I recently lived in Boise, and I was like seeing BSU guys do well. And this Janty fellow is lighting up the scoreboard. Guy's already got over 1,000 rushing yards in 5 games.
Yeah.
The season's not even halfway over. The guy's already got over 1,000 yards.
First round running back. There you go. Right there. That's what they look like.
Yeah. And so there was the higher or lower on yardage, but it was like 195.
You were a
196.
little overconfident in your hometown team on that one.
The higher lower was a 192.5.
Yeah.
And we hit the higher.
Which I tried to talk you off that ledge because I was like, if he gets
I don't
that
think
much,
you did. I don't think you did.
I did. I'm going to check the tape on that one.
I don't think you did.
No, so
I think you
tried
doubled down on it.
No, well, your enthusiasm was
You
infectious.
stepped into the room with, this is what we're doing.
No, shut your mouth. I'm going to go back. I feel like I'm being misrepresented now. I was leaning more towards the touchdowns because I know that he's a touchdown machine as well. And they're going up against Utah State. Now, if they were going up against Oregon, he would have absolutely played the entire game. And he did when they did play Oregon. And they lost that game. But going up against Utah State, if they just blow him out by halftime, I knew that they were going to pull this guy. And sure enough, they did. And so we were lower on that particular pick because we did go with the yardage. And I tried to say touchdowns.
Oh, stop it. We didn't win it. It's okay. We're moving on.
I just don't want you saying that.
But you know what? It's not even GT's fault because we had other things along with this that they all had to be correct. And unfortunately, there was another one that was off as well. So it wasn't even his fault. He got rescued by underdogs because if your player doesn't play in the second half, you get rescued. So it wasn't even his fault.
Look at that, folks. You get rescued. That's how making picks on Underdog is just straightforward, and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com. Sign up with promo code CChat, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code CChat to claim your new customer special of a free pick, and your deposit offer must be 18 or over 21 for Massachusetts and Arizona, over 19 for Alabama and New England, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. That's 1-800-639-8783, or text NEXT STEP to 53342. New York, call the 24/7 HOPE line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY, or text HOPE-NY to 467-369. And while you're being rescued from your picks over at Underdog Fantasy, you can also check out our Patreon, patreon.com/ChargerChat. Check out all the silly videos we got over there. We just did a watch of Not Another Teen movie to the applause of nobody. But we do it all over at patreon.com/ChargerChat. So come by, check it out. But if it's not your thing, if you're not into that, that's fine. You can head over to our regular website, chargerchat.com. Check out all the cool stuff we got over there, t-shirts, hoodies, and stickers. You can chat it up with other Charger Chatteteers in the members section and ask questions and Ask Boltfam. So go check out chargerchat.com. All right, folks, it's time to go on to our next segment, Ask Boltfam.
Time to put your money where your mouth is.
Hi, guys.
Go jam a thumb up his butthole, that's what you do. I wet myself in excitement.
Oh, so hungry.
Your thoughts are like totally appreciated.
Catch you later, dude.
Okay, love you, boy.
That's right, folks. Time for Ask Bolt Fam. And like I mentioned at the beginning, we're doing this a little bit early. So if you guys end up asking a question and we don't get to it, it's just because I had to pull questions a little bit early. So I apologize ahead of time, but we'll get our schedule figured out. We'll get our rhythms in sync.
My bad.
It's okay. This week we are starting off with Marco DeLeo, who asked the question.
So are we to start panicking if our Chargers lose next week? I'm just asking for a friend. Let's mother effing go. Bolt the F up.
Well, we're going to win next week. So in this alternate universe, that isn't going to happen. Yeah, I might be a little worried.
But would you start panicking?
Not yet, but 2 and 3 is not a good way to get going.
What does panicking look like for you, Kevin? What does that mean? Are you calling for heads?
Yeah.
GM's fired.
Make it
panic
stop. Like that.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
That's it.
Oh. Yeah, you'll probably do that if they lose.
You probably will.
So yes, to answer your question, Marco, Kevin will panic if they lose this game.
Yeah. But we're going to win. So I'm going to be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Victory.
Yeah, to me, it's panicking if we lose. I don't know. This feels like you're looking for a reason to panic, Marco. Do we start panicking now or later? Can I panic
Should
now?
we wait? Tell me when to panic.
Just tell me when to panic. Just point at me. You don't even have to say it. Just point at me or give me a wink. Give me something. I want to start panicking. No, I don't think it's a reason to panic. I would be very surprised, especially coming off of the bye, everybody getting a chance to rest. Everybody, I mean, the coaches are also doing their thing. They're reviewing, I'm sure, every single game that these guys have played and go, okay, What's going wrong? Where are we not executing? So they're coming up with a game plan for sure. So I would be very surprised. I don't know if I would panic, but I would be very surprised.
Fair.
I don't know if that's
fair. I like that answer.
I like it. It's a good answer.
I will not panic if they lose on Sunday.
I will not either.
It won't be cool. I'll be
really
mad,
the only time I ever
panicking.
panic is if like an injury happens. That's when I start panicking because it's like, oh God. So,
but we're not going to lose. We're not going to lose. We're not going to lose.
Yeah. So hold off on your panicking, Marco.
No panicking, Marco.
No panic yet. Just hold on to it. I'll point to you when it's time to panic. But thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to the K-Man who asked the question.
Seeing as the Chargers play the Donkeys in Denver next, do they acclimate to the altitude by arriving early or go Saturday and huff oxygen on the bench during the game? Thanks, and I love you all. Bye.
This is a good question. Didn't you go to a game there, Kyle? Did you have a hard
I did.
time climbing the stairs to your seat? Like, what was the vibe like?
Did you feel a little lightheaded?
Yeah.
How do you know I was at the top of the stadium?
Well,
How do you know I wasn't right on the
climbing
field?
down to your
Climbing down?
down to
No,
your
I
seat?
was at the top. Yeah, definitely in the nosebleeds.
That's what I thought.
No, yeah, I mean
Pictures.
it is high. When I played high school football, our in Reno, our field was at Mile High. It was really, really high.
Oh, really?
I remember my first day getting there to camp. I had practice that day, and they did like the baseline test for like the start of summer, and you had to lift, and then you had to run the mile. You had to run 1000s, and they timed you on everything to see. And at the beginning of the summer, I want to say around like an 11-minute mile because I was not ready. I couldn't breathe. And then at the end of the summer, I ran like a 7:30 or something, just because it was that much of a difference, just getting used to living at that thin of air. So it does make a big difference, but I've never heard of a team going to Denver early to acclimate to the climate. I don't
They're
think
all out on the
2 days
mountaintop doing yoga, just breathing.
Yeah, it's not like a
exercises,
time zone. It's not like a time zone that if you go earlier, your body adjusts to the sleep. It's gonna be hard no matter what, unless you go there a month early or 6 weeks early, or you've been training at Big Bear this whole time. You know, I don't think one extra day is gonna give you much help acclimating to low oxygen.
So
Maybe they just put like
Xbox doesn't
maybe they
help
wear
you
those
breathe
masks, those Bane masks.
limit your air.
Yeah, maybe they do that. That'd be
If
cool.
you're in better, here's hypothetical. If you were in better shape when you went up there to play football, do you think it would have been better than what you were, or did it take you? Did the 11 to 7?
There's definitely
was that
a little bit
factoring
of
in getting in shape, also.
Right. Yeah, there was definitely a little bit of getting in shape that helped because I
Just a
had
little
nothing
bit,
else to do.
or a lot of it.
Suck my butt, or all state linebacker. So
that's what I mean.
Careful
You were like-
how you're talking to me.
It was just a question.
Or yeah, that's kind of
Did
a
you
little
set
bit.
some school?
I think we're gonna run a
we can
mile.
joke about it because you were good. So just calm down.
Hey,
Hey,
you calm down.
whoa,
Hey,
hey,
whoa.
Hey,
Do it.
whoa,
whoa, hey,
bro, don't call
Whoa.
me.
calm.
Whoa, hey,
Take it easy,
don't panic, Marco.
Marco. Don't panic.
No, yeah, there's definitely a little bit of both. I was not in perfect shape, but it is. I mean, you guys have ever been to Mile High? It's such a dick. It's hard to breathe. It is. So, but my point in all of that is going a day early is not going to help you.
Yeah. No, and I think they're also looking more at like, hey, when we played Carolina, we stayed in Carolina before we went to Pittsburgh.
Didn't
So
go
it's
well.
like,
Justin didn't get his whirlpool. or
Yeah,
whatever he
get that
needed.
man in the whirlpool
Yeah.
as much as
Do they
get one
got
on the plane,
whirlpools?
for God's sake.
in Denver? Because I don't, if they don't,
They better.
it's no, we're not going.
No, we're not going. We're going day of.
Yeah. I'm not changing the flight because of some air thinness. Get out of here.
Justin needs his tubby time
Yeah.
in the morning.
It's scheduled. So yeah, I don't know. I'd be surprised if they do go early. I mean, they might go a day early, but I don't know if they're going to go much earlier than that. So
Yeah.
expect some
Normal travel.
oxygen masks on the sideline there, K-Man. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Brandon, who asked the question. Do you guys think we would have beat the Chiefs if we played them either week 1 or 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Had
So
our whole
the question
team.
is, can we beat them when we're fully healthy? And absolutely yes. We almost we should have beat them incredibly hurt.
with super
Yeah.
backup tackles and no Derwin James, and no
give us a
penalties.
Joey Bosa.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us a full roster, and 100% we will beat that team.
Yeah.
It's the best we've ever played them, in my opinion, on defense especially. It's the best we've ever played
on
them.
defense? Yeah, for sure.
So if we could go back in time. If I can go back in time.
I can turn back time.
Change the schedule. I would do it.
Yeah.
For you.
Well done.
It doesn't matter. The NFL would have found some way, even if we played them week 1. They would have
Right.
suspended Derwin, and somebody else would have been on charges of something. Like it would have. There's no way around it.
No way around it. But that means, hey, when the next game comes up, it's going to be that much sweeter there, Brandon. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Zach Shelton, who asked the question.
This is the boy week, so I thought I would ask a question about 3 of all later rounder rookies in a game of what happens first. So, which should be 3 scenarios do you think will happen first this season? 1, Vidal scores a touchdown. 2, Brendan Rice scores a touchdown. Or 3, Taheeb still gets an interception. These are 3 rookies that haven't played so far this season, or in Still's case, very little. So I thought it would be a fun question to ask.
All right. 3 players. What's happening first?
Go, Kyle.
I think this is a great question. I like as I look through every scenario, it's like I don't know. This is just a shot in the dark. It feels like.
Yeah.
Like the first 2 haven't gotten any playing time. Taheeb a little bit because of injuries and stuff. But getting an interception is not an easy thing to do. I feel like the probability of a Vidal touchdown or a Brendan Rice touchdown is much higher than a Taheeb Still pick, even though he's playing more. So I'm going to say because the 2 running backs we have are, knock on wood, injury prone, I'm going to go with the Vidal touchdown being the first one to happen to these 3.
Well, and I don't want that at all to happen because that means that those 2 guys are hurt. So the opposite
Just one of
what
them.
you just
No,
said.
just one of them is a little banged up for a week.
Yeah, it just needs an off week.
No, but isn't Vidal 4th on the no, okay, whatever, that's fine.
Technically.
I think Brendan, I think Taheeb still plays the most. He actually has been on the field to play football. At half a sack and handful of tackles. Taheeb.
But how many picks does like a Pro Bowl receiver or corner get every year?
You're asking right now, is our offense going to score more touchdowns or is our defense going to be awesome? With the
our
players?
Offense is going to score more touchdowns than we're going to get picks on defense. Yes.
No, but
true.
what I'm saying is right now the way
No.
playing,
But what you're saying is wrong.
Oh, you didn't like when I made fun of you for not being in shape.
I know, but now you're wrong and you get to say sorry.
You're cutting me off.
Now
So
you're
what I'm
wrong
trying to say-
and you get to say sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. Excuse me, can I finish? But Taheeb still, like, just think about it. Our defense is getting turnovers. Our defense is doing awesome stuff. Our offense is not, even with the guys that are above Brendan Rice and above Vidal. Ooh,
Do whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever. I think that it's more likely that Taheeb still would get an interception before those 2 guys score.
Agree to disagree.
Sure, fair, whatever.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Dude, you know who our leading interception is on the Chargers? Bud Dupree.
Yeah, he's sick.
Yeah. So not
awesome.
even a corner. We have
it time,
one
baby.
pick from a corner. How many touchdowns have we scored this year?
4, 5. 5 touchdowns.
Just tossing out
You tell, give me
random
5.
numbers.
I think it's 5 touchdowns. 5 offensive touchdowns.
4, higher or
Could
lower.
be 6.
You just absolutely tossed that out of your butt, and we've actually scored 7. So
5.
That's
4
cool.
plus 3. Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
Price is Right rules.
Yeah.
Price is Right rules. $1, Bob.
I'll take $1, Bob.
I'm going to say Brendan Rice. I mean, 1, to be different, and 2, for Dirty Ferdy more than anybody else.
Yeah,
I bought his
in
jersey.
love with Brendan Rice.
Yeah, he's dying
Absolutely
for
in
Brendan
love with
Rice to hit the field and score a touchdown. So, and I mean, it's Brendan freaking Rice. Like, I would love to. It's
That'd be cool.
It's surprising that we haven't seen him hit the field a little bit more, but that just means that everybody else in front of him, that's who the coaching staff feel is going to be the best team to play in front. And guys going to be learning from like a lot of great wide receivers. And
Yeah, and we have 4 tight ends on the field every play. It's hard to get on the field if you're a wide receiver right now.
There you go.
It's true.
So there you go. Zach, thanks for asking the
Great
question. Let's move it on now to Andrew Ramsey, who asked the question. What's up, my brothers from another mother, unless there was an affair involved or we were separated at birth. If it's the return from the bye week, do you think Darius Davis will still be the returner next week? Or do you think we will see Rego or Ladidi back there? Biggest weakness last week was getting punts down near at our goal line. I thought that was surely because of the big leg of Matareza, who I really wanted the year as his draft, until I heard Money say he's been the biggest disappointment this year on special teams. What are you thinking? By the way, Mr. October is done. Thank you, everyone who decided to kill Michael Myers off on Halloween Ends. I blame you for why my fantasy team lost in such a win week from me against Adam. Tank Ball, here I come. LOL. K loves you. Bye.
That's a good point. I remember they were pinning us that whole game. Like we never, besides the first kickoff, we never really started outside of the 20 very often at all in that game. So it's good point. I think, the field position is what kept them in the game. Because otherwise, if we would have been in better field position to start, I think we would have scored more.
I think a lot of the field position, though, wasn't to do with Darius Davis not returning the ball.
I was going to say, does that feel
I don't
like...
think it has to do with Darius.
It's from where they're punting. If they punt from their own 40 or closer, it's going to be fair caught, or it's going to you're trying to let it bounce into the end zone. So it's not, I don't think it has anything to do with Darius Davis. It has to do with us giving up a little bit of wiggle room, giving them a couple first downs, which Patrick Mahomes always finds a way to do, and then they can pin you deep because Matt Reza is an incredible punter. So I don't think Darius Davis loses his job because of the field position last week. I think that's a matter of getting some 3 and outs right away, and that's how you flip the field.
Yeah, it's not like he fumbled. It's not like he had a terrible decision or anything. He's just having to fair catch everything.
Yeah.
So that's just all that is.
Yeah. So I'm not worried about Darius Davis back there. I think he'll definitely get a shot. I still, it seems weird. Like Rieger feels like it was a hire because of like Davis showing
like a weird desperation pickup.
Yeah, well, like he had like the hamstring issue, so it was like, oh, okay, now it makes sense. Darius Davis probably not going to play this week. Probably going to see Rieger, but Darius Davis still played, so it was like, ooh, why did we get Rieger?
I told you we had extra money from that Derwin James fine.
Just like
we didn't have to pay him. So like, we just had this money. Let's just go pick up a guy.
Yeah,
I like this guy.
Yeah, it's like
He's
Brewster's
fast.
Millions. If you don't spend it, you can't earn it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Amen, brother.
And I'm sorry, not sorry, Andrew, on beating you this week in fantasy. It was,
By the way, Kev, how many points do you have so far this week in fantasy? It's Sunday afternoon.
Let me look. Why? Do you know? Are you baiting me into something?
No, I don't know. I'm just wondering.
I'm not doing well at all. I have 32 points.
32 points? There's only 2 games left.
Andy Dalton got me 0.74.
Whoa, that sucks, dude.
What a turd burger. Who am I playing? Am I playing you?
No. I just looked to see how bad you were doing this
dude,
week.
So
that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Wow, that's
I
crazy.
called out one time, and now it's just avalanche from Kyle.
You just got to be careful what you do on this podcast. You're in 9th right now. You'll probably be in 12th by the end of the week.
Consequences to your actions, Kev.
All right, Andrew, buddy, thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Athir Kadir.
Kadir.
Who asked the question?
Judge and champ, my boys! I love you all with my heart, baby, and soul, especially Coach Kyle. Sorry, Kevin, LOL. First, I have theme moving forward, baby. When you're watching the Chargers game, for every sack we get, you'll say, "Come here, where you going, baby?" Now to my question. Will our offense go away from the running game early and let Herbert cook, baby? Denver defense is stout. I hope so, baby. We start with Coach Kyle, followed by my love, my heart, my life, Walldog, baby. Then Kevin, always my best friend for life, baby. Chargers country, let's ride into Mile High City with a win, baby.
So wait, so I'm your best friend for life,
But you're not his
heart
favorite.
and soul is Kyle, and you're all right.
just-
That's here. Right? So you complimented me while backhanding
It was
me
a
at the
smack
same
of the
time.
keys.
Yeah, it was a very head buddy kiss of you. Thank you, Athir.
Big hug, little keys.
Big hug, little kiss.
All right. So I love the come here where you're going.
I like
Come
that.
here, where you going?
Where you going, kid?
Get over here. Doing a
Yeah.
little Mortal Kombat.
I do like that. That's funny.
And then as far as the question, are we going to let Herbert cook?
I don't think it's going to change. I don't think we're going to completely change our identity. I think if you have, depending on what you have and what the other team gives you, you have to adjust. It feels a little bit like it's run the ball to set an identity for the team, which I totally love. Like, you need a brand new coach. We have to set the tone. This is what we're about. And I get that. But now it's a little bit more adjust week to week, if you're playing a team that has a secondary that you can go get them. Don't wait until they stop the run to go get them. Because just like the running game sets up the pass, they work together. The throwing the ball will soften up the box to be able to run. So you definitely have to do both. And I would prefer coming out of the gate hot, throwing the ball, and then lighten the box up because they have to respect what we're doing in the passing game. I think that catches them a little bit more off guard than, hey, we like to run the ball. We are Jim Harbaugh football. We're going to still come run the ball. That's what their whole game plan is all week, is preparing to shut down the run. So come out of the gate hot, trying to throw the ball around. Even if you're not super successful doing it, they're like, oh, whoa, this is not what we were expecting. Let's adjust. And then maybe you can find some seams running the ball. So I would like to see a little bit more throwing early. But again, it's like, I don't want to jump off the horse this fast. We are 2-2 with the full healthy lineup. We were running the ball well. So I'm not ready to bail on, hey, we need to run the football, because we saw what it looked like for the last 3 years with Justin Herbert throwing the ball 40 times a game. We didn't like that result either. So I think there's definitely has to be a balance, but I'd like to see more early throws instead of, hey, they shut down the run, now we have to throw.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a little more of the screen game too. Like when we did that tight end screen the other day, I wouldn't mind getting JK in space a little bit more. We don't have to fully go back to that's all we did previous offenses, but a little more of that I think will make have to have them play us more honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. It slows down the pass rush. It does everything with that screen game. That's what in the last episode I said, tight ends have to get engaged and we have to start taking advantage of the screen game. Yeah. I think those are just the two biggest things. Even if it's a wide receiver screen, just get the ball in their hands quick and go block for them. I think it's like an extension of the running game. You can keep your Harbaugh identity with the screen.
Yeah.
Amen.
All right. Well, there you go, Athir. Thank you, buddy, for asking the question. And we go out of Ask Boltfam with Daryl 21. Who asked the question?
Well, how are my peeps? Since it's bye-week Sunday, and I'm sure all Charger fans are on their honeydew list for the day, and since every day is a honeydew list for little Missy, I wanted to chime in, say hello, and ask everyone to chill the hell out about grabbing a receiver right now. Hoo-ha! With all the talk about Adams, Cooper, Hopkins, or any other receiver, it's just a bunch of horseshit. What we need to focus on is the fan base, is the optimism that we're going to come back Sunday and smack the donkeys right up their ass nuts. Hoo-ha. I'm convinced this coaching staff will get the O-line corrected, Herbert will heal, and we're about to go on a run. Losing these last two games suck balls. However, sometimes wake-up calls are needed. Hoo-ha. Can't wait for Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, and every day we get to enjoy Chargers football. Can't love you, bye. Hoo-ha.
I love it. That's good.
Smack them in the ass nuts.
I've never heard that before.
I don't have any of those.
She's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work
you got some,
Kev? I was just like, do I want to drive this conversation into talking about ass nuts and how that all works, or just kind of
I feel like it could become a saying for us. I'm not gonna lie.
Nuts.
I think it only applies to horses or donkeys, because like when they're standing,
they have giant
balls are hanging right there. So you go to smack them in the ass, you might graze a nut.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
I'm just saying.
That's good logic.
Listen, I'm trying to picture nuts, and this is all I'm coming up with right now.
Wow, what a question. What a statement.
Feels like a
what
shirt.
Everything. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you said it too, Kevin. Like, you're not interested in getting a wide receiver. That's not the point right now. That's not the inefficiency right now.
We got to keep Justin,
but maybe
more upright. No, because we still haven't seen Chark yet. We have Brendan Rice. We have
what if DJ
guys.
Chark comes out and just like that's what we've been missing?
Just takes the top off. Like, I just don't.
What? Maybe.
You could go drop a whole bunch of picks on Devontae Adams, but they're not going to trade him in the division.
No, Devontae Adams, Tom Telesco will not trade him to the Chargers. That's not even enough. But like an Amari Cooper, who the Browns lost again today to the Commanders, that team is going nowhere fast right now.
Yeah.
They're going to have to offload a crap ton of money because Deshaun Watson was most definitely the worst contract in NFL history.
Yeah,
and so they're rebuilding like you wouldn't believe. I bet they're wanting to get rid of Amari Cooper pretty quick and not needing a whole lot in return. But if you can give me Amari Cooper for 2 years for like a 3rd round pick, sign me up 100%. That is your number one receiver, and it would be incredible to see with Justin Herbert. But I know what you mean.
Stop. Hold on. How did you just talk me into wanting Amari Cooper? You just is that gaslighting?
Oh, that's optimism.
No.
Wait, but all I can think about is Amari Cooper now, and like I gotta look up, see what's up.
Let's go check that Twitter feed.
Yeah, what are you doing over there, Amari?
Yeah, I think we do. We need a little optimism. We need a little fan base cheering. I think we need a little. I mean, it's only week 5, and we're on a bye week right now. So let's come out of the bye week. Let's get healthy. Let's see what this team looks like, and let's see how we do against another division rival. Like, this is going to be a big game coming out of the bye week. It's really going to set the tone for
2-1 in the AFC West would be a really great way to
be rad.
This. Hey, this is my new beginning of the new season beard. Oh, I will let it grow.
Should I shave mine?
Yeah, come here. Come with me. Come with me. Join me with the stubbly approach.
How about if we win on Sunday? No, I can't make that commitment.
Nah.
Dude, believe it or not, it's way easier than you think. Just turn it down to 1.5. Boom, done.
I know how easy it would be. I just don't want to do it.
Actually, my face feels a lot cooler than
I'm kind of scared to see what my face would look like without a beard.
Imagine your face looked way worse than mine. That would be really bad look for you.
I know. I go from having a way better beard than you to having a worse face. Yeah. I'll just keep the better beard. I'm good.
It's not worth it.
If it ain't broke,
this is a lose-lose situation.
Yeah. It's not really lose-lose because I'd shave it and probably still look better. So maybe a win-win.
I dare you.
I dare you.
Right.
Ooh,
I dare you.
There's that brotherly dare.
And I'll go down to clean face.
Oh.
I'll go clean.
Take the razor out.
I'm so
Nice.
close. Why not?
Yeah, it's never gonna grow back anyway. So,
Dude, it was funny.
it would take you a couple decades to get
My
back.
oldest was like, "Dad, what happened?"
Dad, what'd you do?
I was like,
You know what
like
you
it?"
did,
He's
Stellan.
like, "I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it."
No.
You look like mommy.
He didn't say that. What the f- does that mean? I don't know if that's a dig at me or dig at his mom.
You have a very feminine looking face now with no beard. That's what it means.
Jump in the comments. Do I have a feminine looking face with a lack of beard and just stubble?
It's very soft.
We'll let the people be the judge.
This episode ended wildly.
Somebody's gonna be mean to me.
Kevin
Somebody's
just
gonna be
turned
so-
this up. You brought this on yourself, Kevin.
Somebody's gonna be so mean to me in the comments. I can tell.
Oh, yeah, you just asked for that. Don't look at them. I'll let you know.
I'll be
Don't
busy.
look at him.
I'll be busy.
I'll tell you what they say.
Avert your
No,
gaze.
I don't need you to
Yeah.
copy and paste it. Hey,
I'll
Kevin, what I
screenshot
found.
it. Yeah,
Weird,
I'll send
huh?
it to you.
Yeah.
Go
Hey,
get
Kevin,
them,
did you
boys
see the
and
comments?
girls.
Weird. Yeah, it's weird.
Okay. Well, Daryl, thank you for
Thanks,
asking
man.
the question. And thank you, everybody, for asking questions in Ask Boltfam. Like I said, if we didn't get to it, we apologize. We just were recording early and had to take the questions that we had. So,
Padres are
we'll
up
get back-
1-0, boys.
Hey, who did that?
Let's watch the game.
All right, time for us to watch some playoff baseball. It's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat, folks. Don't forget to bolt out because we're ready for any squad, any plays.
Kill everybody.
Kill it, bye.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Is your beard trimmer a playground for little hands? Introducing the Duggin Trimmer Lock, your ultimate solution for a perfectly groomed beard. Tired of your little ones playing with your trimmer settings? With the Duggin Trimmer Lock, simply secure your trimmer with our easy-to-use child-proof lock. Perfect for busy dads who want to keep their grooming routine on point. No more unexpected surprises, just smooth, stylish results every time. Lock in your style today with the Duggin Trimmer Lock.